Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? So today we're going to play some Mono Green, and partly because I wanted to come back and revisit this. It did really well at the beginning of the season, but now that things have kind of shaken down or shaken out or taken shape at all, I kind of wanted to see, could we still run this back? Now, this is going to look very similar to the list we played, like I said, a few weeks ago, but consider this like a mid-season update, if you will, for the deck. Now, our previous list, we played more Bushwhacks, but we went down to 2, because I remember in the previous time we played this, it wasn't that great, and we do have another fight spell in here, so I wanted to give some consideration to another card, and we'll talk about that at the end of this list. But we did play 4 Evolving Adaptive. We're still going to play the Flourishing Bloomkin, though I think an argument could be made here to play something else in this spot, possibly the Beast Caller that gets bigger every time you play a creature. I think that would be justified, but this is actually a really large creature later in the game for just 2 mana. We are going to play Sharp-Eyed Rookie still. This has turned out to be very good for the Mono Green decks. The other fight spell I was talking about was Archdruid's Charm, which does multiple things for us, including destroying artifacts and enchantments, which is often what we're using it for. Then we play Bloated Contaminator, because we have so many things that do have counters on that this actually helps with that as well. And Pulokranos, which does have reach, which kind of helps with all the bats and silly things floating around. And then our 4 mana drops, we are playing the Axebane Ferox still and the Uvenwald Oddity. Now we're going to reduce the number of Invoke the Ancients here, where we're now just playing 2, and we used to play 3. And then we're going to still play the 3 Nissa, though I think it could be argued we could cut down 1 Nissa as well, but we'll see how things go in this video. And the card we're adding is 3 Tyvar Stand, partly because the black decks still happen to be pretty prevalent, and with the control decks playing a little bit more spot removal, Tyvar Stand could help us protect a creature and or pump something up to get a win a little bit better as well. So we're going to see if that makes a difference in this list. But the lands are kind of staying the same with just the Boseiju, the Merrics, and a bunch of forests because we're playing Nissa and some other things. The only other thing I would say to consider here is maybe should we be playing Tribute to the World Tree, but because we have Sharp-Eyed Rookie to be able to draw cards and such, maybe it's not a thing, but we'll see. Now, if you want this updated deck list, you can go to the description down below, look for the blue arrows, that'll take you to our Moxfield link like always, and you can just download it, take it for a spin yourself. But, in the meantime, let's go see if, at the mid-season, this performs as well as it did at the beginning of the season. Alright, this seems fine. Like, even if not terribly exciting, like, we can Rookie into Bloomkin, and then hopefully find something to do after that. And that's if the Rookie even lives. Like, there's a real chance the Rookie just dies. If so, we'll just play another Rookie next turn. Yeah, we're fine with that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and play this. Because there's a chance I could play Rookie into Bloomkin and then maybe not leave something at risk to a cut down. But who knows? Alright, you got a Preacher. Okay, well that kind of worked. I guess the other point is I'd have like double-sized Rookie, I guess. 2 pumps, but... Alright, I mean, if they want to trade for that, that's fine. Sure. And then I'm assuming this is a Shieldred turn. Where if we get an untapped land and we can do this... Oh, how sad. Alright, well, we'll just start rebuilding. Let's give 1 reach in case there's a bat, I guess, and we'll give 1 vigilance. Like, this seems fine. Dinosaur. Oh, they're probably playing the Carnosaur. Gonna wipe the board again? Nope, they're gonna big score to try to find something bigger to play. Alright, well, our creatures aren't dead. This is an interesting thing, right? To play this for 6 now as opposed to waiting to play it for 7. But realistically, I think it's worth it to just play it and then just make a 5/5, I guess it'll be, or a 6/6. Because they also could just like wipe out our board next turn and it doesn't matter anyway. We'd be doing the same thing. Especially with them only at 12. Because, like, they can Carnosaur here, get something, see what it is. We still get to attack with some number of bodies. We'll see if it's worth it. Yep, there's an Atali. Which gets hopefully something small from us. Unfortunately, they got an X-Bane Ferox and a Preacher, so not great, but survivable. I mean, that has haste, but we just block, so it's not a big deal. So, while they did hit their best cards, they aren't cards that particularly kill us. Okay, so this is interesting. What do we do with this? I think we'll draw a card first, because I want to have more information before I decide what I'm doing with this Bushwhack. Oh, okay, we could do all of this. I mean, we could give up one of the 4/5s to kill. It doesn't even matter, we could just block that. Opponent's at 12, huh? Let's go ahead and make a bigger body. So now we're back to 7 on Nissa. I mean, we could fight the X-Bane Ferox for sport, I guess. I mean, I could also just fight Atali. They might just have another one, though. Yeah, I don't even know what I do with this, to be honest with you. Maybe I just wait till the kill turn? Alright, sure, we'll just hold on to it, I guess. I mean, they kind of have to kill Nissa here, or wipe out our creatures, or the game's over. Or at least do damage to Nissa. Because otherwise, we just -7. I mean, yeah, we're going to block. I mean, no reason not to. Any weird trickery that they could... Well, that does have trample, right? Okay. Let's make sure we can kill this, even if they, like... Because there is a little trickery where, like, if they kill your token, they still get a trample for 7. So, I mean, I guess if they give it Death Touch, that would suck. But... Or they have 2 kill spells. What is this? 5, 6... And then 6 plus 6 is 12, but they could block 8. Yeah, this is probably fine. Sure. Okay, that worked out pretty well. But if the opponent did have a single kill spell, blocking with just one thing, and they have a Trampler would have been bad. And they did have the other Atali, as expected. So, no surprise there. Cut down doesn't kill anything. They get a Tyvar stand from us that doesn't do anything, and we have a backup Nissa, so we just get to be real ridiculous. Let's just get rid of their biggest blocker. So we'll just have this fight this. Yep. I mean, not that it mattered. We have way more than enough trample. I mean, I'm not going to lie. That feels pretty good. When the deck is able to kill something, sweep your board, play a Preacher, play double Atali, and you're still able to win. That's not bad. This is a tough one. I think... Oof. I think we have to mulligan, because even if we get... you know... Yeah, I just wasn't brave enough to keep it. I'm going to remove that. I say remove it, put it back in, and then we'll try this with some Sharp-Eyed Rookies into a Flourishing Bloomkin, and we'll see if that's enough. Player after my own heart. We're playing some Boros with O'Hare Ashnell. The problem is, and I've talked about this before, so many people want to play Ashnell with War Leader's Call. That's not even the best thing to do with it. Like, Ashnell wants damage. And if you don't have him with the call, it feels like it's not doing a whole lot, you know? If I do this, I get to attack with a 3/3 rookie. The next turn I could do these back-to-back. And pump the rookies with the... Contaminators? That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I think you're better off playing War Leader's Call with just... Oh, you're going to destroy that. So, okay. I mean, I get it. I don't know if that really does anything. But they weren't doing anything with it anyway. So. Alright, this is exactly what we want. And then we get to pump some things up. And we get to draw cards. Like, even if they have a sweeper, getting to draw 2 cards behind that is awesome. Yep. That works. Wow, I don't even know what to do with this. I feel like this is probably bad. So let's mulligan. Oh, that's like the same hand, but worse. Well, I guess I'll get rid of a Tyvar stand. I don't know. Yeah, it needs to say that mulligan did not work out favorably. What was that? A go for the throat. Well, I don't mind seeing that go away. Didn't really need another Archdruid's Charm here, though. Anvil, sure. Anvil's going to get rid of that to make a 1/1? I wouldn't be mad at that. Nope, they decided not to. Having a Beseiju here is kind of sweet, though. Though, that being said, I can just, like, kill a thing with Archdruid's Charm anyway, so it's not like it matters. Like, we have options to destroy the Onicult Anvil whenever we need to. I assume if you have a kill spell, it's gonna hit soon. Ah, so Ginger. How do we feel about that? We can't... Beseiju still takes 2, because neither of these are legendary. So I can Archdruid's Charm or Beseiju, but I can't do both. Okay. I'm game if you're... Wow, they're not even blocking. That's a little bit of a surprise. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and just destroy the other thing then. Well, hold on. This is when it's put into the graveyard. So it will become a 4/4. Well, it doesn't matter. We can just fight, get rid of that next turn too. It's whatever. Sure. Though now I'm kind of wishing I would have held on to that Tyvar stand. It'd be pretty sweet. Alright, there's a kill spell. We knew one of those was coming. Do you have another one is the question. Okay, that works for me. Thing to remember too is they can always just sacrifice the Sir Ginger for 3 life. So that's real. Alright, they block. Sure. He's bigger. Alright, they have no instant removal. That is good to know. At least none that costs 2 or less. Yeah, over Ashenel, that's a thing I guess I'll take 4, sure. Not a bad choice in there. I mean, I'm a big fan of the card, but not sure that's what I would have done. I'm going to go ahead and just take 4, go to 8. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to have this guy deal damage to that guy. Just get him out of here. That does become a land, though, so that's real. And then we're going to attack, because, you know, 10 damage and all. So they're going to take at least 5. Double up that poison. Not that that's really going to matter this game, most likely. And I'm going to go ahead and do this just so they don't even get a chance to sacrifice Sir Ginger. And just say, if you got something against my creatures here, you get it, friend. You've got all the mana to do everything you need to do. Alright, they're going to go hunting for something, getting rid of that. Yeah, because a blocker there doesn't really matter when you have a 6/6 Trampler. Synthesizer can find an answer here. Could probably find 2 answers, possibly. So that's real. Alright, we go to 7. Which I can still see 2 more cards, potentially. Oh, they found another Sir Ginger. Gross. Then they're going to sack, get to put counter... Well, they'd have to sacrifice a blood, though. Yeah, they wouldn't have enough. Alright. That's amusing to no end, though. I disguise this. Does that do anything? Not really, but... Alright, let's attack. They have to block and then sacrifice, so... Meh. Oh, opponent. Well, okay.
Phyrexian's plans are already in motion. I will clear your mind. You can be made to obey. Surrender is simpler. Heal. You hesitate to accept the truth.
All right, that gets minused. Which I guess means I mean, maybe they're going to sweep the board here. All right. Seems fine. Sure. Still not sure if they've got more counters or not, but we'll see. Well, we know they're not going to have a counter for this, most likely, so I'm just going to pay the 5. Hit it with the iron price. Let's go. Opponent got greedy there, trying to counter an evolving adaptive. That was completely unnecessary. We're just going to make other 1/1s with Mirrors anyway. Like, I'm not sure what the play or the hope was there. Now this is interesting, though, if I want to make another token or if I want to get rid of their Celestis. Okay. That's a thing that happened, I guess. I'm not sure that really changes much for us, honestly. What are we exiling? Flourishing Bloom. Sure, we really hadn't seen too many of our better creatures, or cards, for that matter. And now if we can top deck something, I was going to say gates are open, but unfortunately that did not happen. So let's just make a body here. And pass the turn. They just get their Celestis. I guess I could have played this so they don't get anything, but eh. Feel like there might be a better use. Oh, well, something like that could be worth it, potentially. Ward 3, right? Okay, sure. Little quirky to have to deal with that, but we can do it. So we do this. We have to... Oh, we have to make the bigger creature first. Alright, let's let this fight this. Yes, I'm sure. I will pay the extra. And then these will go finally finish Jace. Alright, we're doing all the things we need to do against the control deck. It's just taking us a while. Because, you know, it's a control matchup. Alright, they're going to deadly cover up again. I mean, we kind of have what we need right now. We've got token makers. Kind of just doing our thing. Hopefully they're putting us closer to drawing some of our better creatures. Or a card like that. Excellent. Love to see it. Let's go Vigilance, Vigilance. In case they're playing Wandering Emperors, but I doubt it. They're mostly blue-black here. I'm gonna just get rid of this. Alright. And we've already survived 3 board sweepers and them exiling stuff on top of it. Okay. Back to doing fighty things. Okay. Might as well play the land in the turn. Alright, you got a Jace. I mean, you are only at 13 as well.
I've already read your stop us.
And we still have 34 cards. So we're not even worried about that totally. I mean, I guess if they had another, it could be bothersome. Oh, well, that's cool. I mean, we can try to cast this one and see if it resolves. And if it doesn't, we just go ultimate next turn with the other one. Oh, they didn't have it. Wow. Okay, cool. Then we win. And just like that, we're already back in platinum. Like, whatevs. Like, this was wild. Like, 2 big sweepers, couple of spot removals, played a Jace, 2 Jaces, got the Path of Peril off. Like, somehow we just got there, just grinded them out. But it's cool that the green deck can win these types of matchups. Like, that's a pretty big deal. Oh, this is an easy mulligan, unfortunately. If I had even 2 lands, I might gamble it, but not with this one. This feels a little bit better. Let's keep this. Boy, what are we going to look to do here? Probably get rid of this, because I feel like we can get to 3, we can get to 4. Though, y'all all know, you can get to 3, and hell, you can get to 2 and not get to 3 sometimes, which might happen in this game. That might really be a thing here. Fortunately, they did not have a cut down there, so that's good. Oh, but now it's, do they play a thing, or do they kill our rookie? They've chosen to not immediately kill a rookie. So I'm going to go ahead and cast this. So if we do get a 4th land, we could double up these guys, possibly. Alright, so they want to kill the rookie, that's fine. Liliana might be on deck here. Nope, it is a Glissa Sunslayer. Fair enough. Well, let's go here. And here. No attack just yet. Now, we'll attack when we can possibly get, like, a Tyvar stand or something, and then still get past the Glissa. That's what you'd be aiming for here. I'll say here, if they attack with Glissa, we're just going to let Glissa run wild. Like, we don't even care. Let's see if we can find that Tyvar stand, since we already have a Sharp-Eyed Rookie in hand. We did not, so that's a little unfortunate. Though now it does mean if we get Tyvar stand, we can attack with Oddity and Tyvar stand, and that would be beautiful. Yep. Glissa gets a land. Followed by Deep Cavern Bat. Well, you get an Oddity. That's unfortunate, because that takes away an option for us, but that's okay. That works, though. Okay. So now how do we want to set up an attack is the question. Because we could attack with everybody except for the 2/2, because so it won't look so suspect. And then I'm assuming they'll try to block the 3/3 with the Sentinel, the 5/5 with Glissa. And then we'll just turn the 3/3 into a 4/4 and have it fight Glissa. It doesn't even fight, it's a bite spell, so it just deals its damage. In theory, I could probably get away with the 2/2 also. But the opponent might, like, creatively block, and I'd be really sad about that. No, I think we do it anyway. I don't think there's a blocking situation where they're going to only block the 2 small things. Yeah, that didn't make sense. This is exactly what... I expected they might block the 5/5 instead of the Contaminator, but this all makes sense. So we put the counter here. We have it deal damage to Glissa. And then we are now in the driver's seat. Yep. This is where we almost don't even care if they get, like, Shieldred or anything. We're just like, yeah, we're just going to attack. Let us find a creature, too, on top of it to pump up these rookies. Well, of course, you're not going to give me that luxury, but you know what? We ain't going to stop attacking either. So, let's go. This. I mean, the 2/2 might as well get in there, because what are they going to do? Like, yeah, whatever. They could block the 2/2 and then chump block off the other ones, and then we get the Uvenwald oddity anyway. So yeah, whatever. I'm telling you, people were sleeping on Archdruid's Charm, but it's actually been really good for me. Yeah, they don't want to give us the Uvenwald oddity back, and rightfully so. I mean, the game's just over at that point. In the turn. They're at 4. They've got to kill at least 2 things here. Well, they could play a blocker and then chump block the other one, so they're not dead yet by a long stretch. Us drawing lands on these last couple draws did not do us any favors, though, if we're being real. Alright, so we lose their small thing, they pump up a thing, they're gonna go to 7, and then that's it. Yeah, they were just banking on us not finding a creature, I guess. Oh man, this is like all the defensive cards. We have to mulligan. Okay, this might do something. Let's keep this. Get rid of 1 Bloomkin. Just because if we do find a land, we'd just be playing Contaminator the following turn anyway. No, don't kill my creature's opponents. Okay, this is mono red. We hadn't played mono red yet today. Okay, so we did find the land. This gives us a quality 4/4 next turn, which is nice. Alright, what'd you play? Oh, they don't even have a second red, so that's good for us. Do they get a treasure? They do. Would you like to kill our Bloomkin? It looks like they will. Nope, they're just going to play a Phoenix Chick. Alright. I'm down. Yeah, no blocks. Well, definitely don't need a Nissa in this matchup. That's for sure. Am I attacking for 6 here? That seems a bit greedy under the circumstances, but I'll at least attack for 3. Still mono red, so you gotta respect the damage, you know? I might even be losing 2 creatures here. Maybe I should have just saved them all to block, to be honest. Because I'm not even sure how much I want to put the Contaminator in front of stuff. There's a lot of things here. I should have attacked with the Adaptive instead of the Bloomkin. Because if I decide to keep the Contaminator, then I could pump up the Adaptive by attacking and have a better blocker. But we'll see how things go. Lightning Strike the Bloomkin. Okay, that's kind of good news. Alright, and another Phoenix Chick. Cool, cool. We can live with that. Alright, this works. This works doubly good, actually. We'll attack with these. They just let them through, so we get a 5/5 on defense. Now, that being said, they could also have Witchstalker's Frenzy. They would have to attack with at least 2 things to make it worthwhile to kill that. Nope. They've got some type of removal here. We are at 14. Oh, are they going to have to double play with fire? Sick. Oh, they play fire and lightning strike. We got the most possible damage to kill one of our creatures, and we're going to take minimal during this attack. That's amazing for us. I love that for us. Okay, so we could take 4 and go to 8. That seems a bit risky, but I'm kind of into it with them having 1 card. Let's see. 2, if that's a rage, is 5. If they drew exactly Lightning Strike, they could kill us. That would be unfortunate, wouldn't it? I'm going to attack with this monstrosity. So they can't, like, double block it, I guess. They have to have spells in hand, though, because they're not playing land. It's just, what is that last spell? It's probably some type of burn damage. So if it is a rage, or if it's a lightning strike, and the thing they draw is rage, we're just dead, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we play this, but I'm gonna go for it. You know what? No guts, no glory. We're here to go big. Let's do it. Draw your card and kill us, opponent. I mean, if they have it, they win. If they don't, we win. It's that simple. Obviously, being at 12 would be a lot better than 8. But hey, we got 2 blockers here, so the ground dude's probably not getting through. Yep, and we win anyway. I have no clue what those last 2 cards were, though. If you're not playing lands, and they're not burn spells, or maybe they are, but it's like 2 lightning strikes, and that doesn't kill us, right? Because even if they had 2 lightning strikes, well, if they had 2 lightning strikes, they could still kill a creature. And then block 5, and they're not dead, so it's probably not that. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. But either way, hey, we got to win against Mono Red when they kind of did Mono Red things with all the burn, so we'll take it. Okay, this is an interesting experiment. I'm in. Tell me more, deck. Like, this seems, I mean, adaptive in a rookie isn't the most outstanding thing if we don't find something to play behind the rookie, but who knows? Maybe we find adaptive, play something else. But if this ends up one of those weird creature standoffs, then playing those and then the oddity behind it, it could be kind of strong, so we'll see. Also could find a Bloomkin, so we could play like adaptive into a Bloomkin after that. Would be kind of sweet. Ooh, but we just found a Tyvar stand. We might play that. Okay, deck, I see you. Fair enough. Alright, I'm going to hold on to the Tyvar stand because I could at least play rookie and protect it. Especially since right now I don't have anything to play behind the rookie. Well, doesn't matter then. They're just going to take the rookie here. Yeah, exactly. That's what I would do. Now, with our luck, I'll say we just draw another one, but we failed. Alright, well, we might as well just attack. This is the downside of this kind of draw, right? You sort of know it going in. Hey, you got another bat. It's all you, brother. Or person. I don't know. Boba could be anybody. Interesting they're not taking the Tyvar stand. That would probably have been my choice. Yeah, because now we have a rookie and can protect it, and we have 2 bigger bodies. So, like, Alright, we'll just keep doing our thing, I guess. I mean, Rafine could also show up here and be a bit of a nuisance. Which is very likely. And our creatures are not big enough to win any fight spell type battles right now. Wow. Well, yeah, might as well both attack because you're not blocking with them. Denick, sure. Not terribly exciting, but yeah, it is what it is. I get the feeling they're just going to counter here, so I'm just going to attack with these. Like, they know we're going to Tyvar stand. We know they're going to counter, and then we just call it good. Gonna be no more lies. Oh, it's cut down. Okay, yeah, that's fine then. That could have been worse, I suppose. Yep. Oh no, this is bad. This is real bad. All right, I'll just play it. We know it's going to get countered, but like, what else are we going to do? Exactly. We knew that was coming, but you kind of just got to let it. Yeah, we kept a bad hand and it just got worse. Like double bats on top of everything. Yeah, we can just concede. We're not winning that one. All right, we'll keep this. This seems okay. I mean, you know, assuming I find some land to go with. If I don't, it's just going to be a whole lot of sad. And we don't want to be a whole lot of sad. Okay, I guess I'm going to do this first. Oh, interesting. They didn't have a counter there. Of any kind. Okay. So I guess we'll search for a land. Well, they didn't have any land either. Okay. Are you going to counter this? Okay, so we found something they can do here. But they couldn't counter a creature. That's interesting. I don't know what that means. I guess I'm going to play this and just get more damage in. Can you counter something now? Oh, they got to kill. I get lost. Okay, fair enough. That's fine, I guess. I mean, that actually kind of does us a favor, because I do want to hunt for lands here with this oddity and rookies and stuff in hand. So, cool. Yeah, let's just hammer it down. Yeah, that's game. They missed lands. That's gonna be it. Okay, well, that was quick and simple. Ooh, I think we have to mulligan. Too many expensive things in that hand to roll with. This, I think we could get away with. Let's try it. I do have to be careful here. I need to play the Forest on 2 to make sure I can still cast Polakranos on 3. Because the Mirrix will give us a colored mana for a turn. But, like, the best thing we can do. So, you know, gotta try. Oh, there is a Sharp-Eyed Rookie, though. And that's going to be worth a bit more damage here. So, let's do that. Plus, if this ends up being the Boros Convoke tokens deck, a little better to have something you can attack and block with. Yep, looks like that might be what we're facing. But oftentimes, if you can produce a fair amount of creatures and force them into some situations where they have to block, that kind of benefits you anyway. Or have bigger blockers, right? So if they do just have to go for it with an Imidane's Recruiter, you can block enough to not die, or at least keep them from being able to go, like, all out. Okay, this is helpful. We like this. So is this where we Bloomkin to pump those, and then, yeah, maybe? Yeah, I'm into that, I guess. Actually, the thing is, if I do this, though, I might be able to do 2 things next turn. And the Bloomkin would be 3. This is getting greedy a bit. This is kind of granular, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm probably supposed to just play Polakranos here, but whatevs. Because in reality, yeah, I'm supposed to play Polakranos, because next turn I could still just play Bloomkin and draw a card. Or I could potentially have just, like, had a 4/4 Bloomkin if I draw a Forest anyway. Should have taken that chance, I think. But we'll see if it matters. Alright, you got Animpakal. Feel free to attack with something. Like, that's not going to change much on our part. Yeah, even if they had a War Leader's call. Yeah, and we would have found the Forest. So, yeah, definitely the wrong call on my part. But, you know, we're going to keep attacking. And just keep the pressure up. Alright, that definitely shrinks things a bit. So they're at 4. We're not worried about not worried about anything at that point. Yeah, so those games went much better than anticipated. Enough that I kind of want to still play some even after I'm done recording here, because I feel like there's still going to be some things to probably take away or learn based on some different matchups. But, I mean, you know, we were able to hold it against the Boros Convoke deck. Mono Red we were able to fight with. You know, kind of, I think we're maybe 50-50 against the control builds. So that's a thing. So, you know, it's still viable. I mean, there's some times where I wanted maybe some quick mana, maybe like a two mana creature or something like that, or maybe some other 1-drops, but it wasn't the worst thing, really. If anything, we didn't get the Tyvar stands quite enough to know if they made that big of a difference, so that's a little bit disappointing. But I was thinking about another card that we haven't played much of at all, but Thrun is actually pretty good. Mostly one, it can't be countered, right? That's the biggest thing. But it also can't be the target of non-green spells your opponent controls or abilities of non-green cards. So you don't have to worry about getting Wandering Emperor or anything like that. So possibly we cut either a Nissa or a Tyvar stand and squeeze in another or one Thrun. And I think that's doable. Now, admittedly, we're only playing 23 lands, but seemed to not be an issue. So, yeah, I don't know. I say maybe we cut a Tyvar stand. That's a little bit crazy because there is a big bunch of removal out there right now, but I'm kind of okay with this. I think this could be fine. And Thrun's just really hard to deal with. It also tramples, and he has indestructible in your turn anyway, so if your opponent tries to like double block or whatever. And it's a chance to get to play with Thrun. But the final list I'm going to be posting going to be 2 Bushwhack, 4 Evolving Adaptive, 4 Flourishing Bloomkin, 4 Rookie, 4 Archdruid's Charm, 4 Bloated Contaminator, 2 Pulachranos Reborn, 2 Axebane Ferox, 3 Uvenwald Oddity, 2 Invoke the Ancients, 1 Thrun Breaker of Silence, 3 Nissa Ascendant Animus, 2 Tyvar Stand, 1 Boseiju, 21 Force, and 1 Merrick's. And I will say this, if you are having trouble with mana with this, feel free to cut a Nissa, add another Force. I think going to 24 is probably not a bad thing, even though you're a single color, because we are playing several things that cost 3 or more, and you want to definitely get to that 3rd and realistically that 4th mana so this deck can function. So, yeah, that's a thing. Even if you want to cut the Thrun and add a Force, I don't think that's wrong. But I have to say, if you've been looking for a way to play Delny in Standard, you know, that card from Karlov Manor nobody knows what to do with, I stuck it into a mono-white aggro deck, and it was really, really good. So check that out. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.